Hey, I'm Chris.
And I'm Jaime. We're the Swifts.
And we've been here for 21 years. Leading into our relationship through our pastoral care that we were in at our prior church, when we went through marriage counseling with them, that was one of the things that we went through was the prayer of Jabez, because they wanted us to understand the power of, not necessarily that it was for us, but that we need to learn to pray our own blessings over one another. And so we learned,
our future family.
And our future family, because we're generation 1, my kids are 2, their kids are 3. So how far do we want this thing to go down? How deep do we want it to go? So that's when we started really pressing into understanding what our blessings were.
I really believe that early on, even when we didn't realize the significance of mirroring our prayers after the prayer of Jabez over our family, over our marriage, not even realizing the significance that it would hold. We asked him to increase our territory, literally to increase our land. And about that time, we decided to take a step out and know that we didn't know what next year would hold, but we knew that where we were was not where we wanted to be. So we sold our house. We got a rental when you couldn't find a rental. And that's where we've been while we've been looking for land. And even in this decade where we were looking and searching, and at times it felt, is this ever going to happen? Did we hear you wrong, Lord? No, that prayer stands true. We asked him for that, and we know that he proclaimed that over us as well. Like he set that dream and that desire in our hearts.
After 21 years, here we are with a big, beautiful house being built that we know we're going to be able to have people that can come in and sit where they want to.
There's a seat at our table. There's a chair for you. You might see something miraculous happen the next day, very likely. Or it might be 10 years from the time you start when you will be reminded that, I asked God for this blessing, and he was faithful.
And impatience grows, and you get frustrated, but you still have to stand the ground on what the blessing says, right? You're going to ask the question. You may not get an answer today.
You may not get an answer for years. But when it finally comes about, it's always going to be better than what you could have ever imagined.